March 1st, a new month, so lots of new things on the calendar. So please pay attention as there's lots of things happening all throughout the month. But just to highlight a few things in this coming week, but starting with today, please join us following service out in the piazza. Yes, it's still spring, so it's not quite the summer weather we had yesterday, but it still is nice out. But it's a chance to have some refreshments, to visit, catch up with each other. And if you are new or new-ish, you can visit with one of us if you have any questions or anything about what it is that you are experiencing or that is happening here. Two other things happening today. Also very shortly after service, many of you are aware of this, there's a work day, the garden out along the front of the church, along El Camino. There's been a lot of effort that has gone into that, and we have a new round of planting that will occur today. So if you'd like to participate in that, you can meet Kamala Devi or Mahavir shortly after service out on El Camino in the piazza, one of the two. And then the other thing is, if you have heard about the community that is run in Mountain View, just about 2.5 miles south of here, that Ananda runs, and you've been curious about that. What does it mean to live in community? What does this apartment complex look like? What does it feel like? It's the first Sunday of the month, so we will have a tour. So you're welcome to join us there. We'll meet Tricia out in front on 240 Monroe, which is the address. All the information is on the website. And there's a sign out there, so you can meet Tricia there at 12:30 at the sign for a tour of the apartment complex. Many of you have been hearing about this class that we had started recently called The Art and Science of Raja Yoga. Shanti mentioned a class that Sai Ganesh taught a couple of weeks ago. This coming week is the last week that we will accept enrollments. So if this is something you've been curious about, you've been wondering about, please talk to one of us. We can arrange to have you catch up on this. But after this week, we close the enrollment for the course until the next class that will happen later in the fall. And this is an all-inclusive class that encompasses all things yoga, all the different philosophical elements, all of the practical elements that go into it. So it's very broad, but it is also very deep. These teachings of Swami Kriyananda bringing these teachings of Yogananda to us through these books. We also have a new Wednesday evening series that Sai Ganesh will lead us through on the gurus of Kriya Yoga, of self-realization. And each Wednesday evening, he will go through one of these 4 gurus, this week starting with Paramahansa Yogananda. And we'll hear about Lahiri Mahashaya, Sri Yukteswar, and Jesus Christ later in the month. And for all of them, these will be the context, the historical context of who they were, their teachings, their philosophies. We'll hear it in stories, we'll hear it in music, we'll hear it in their own words. So please join us. It's open and free to all here in the temple Wednesday evening at 7 o'clock. And there's an interesting parallel to this. On Wednesday evening, we can hear about his life. And then on Saturday, March 7th, we will celebrate his Mahasamadhi, Yogananda's Mahasamadhi. That was the day that he passed from this life. Mahasamadhi meaning that last liberation or freedom. And as we often do with these events, we will have a meditation at 5 o'clock here in the temple and a program that starts at 7:30. We'll hear songs, we'll hear words, we'll hear stories, we'll hear lots of different aspects of his life, celebrating his entire life, bringing that freedom to all of us.